My name's Derek, and I'm with Gold Shield Services. I'm one of the co-owners. So we service everywhere from basically Park Ridge to McHenry County, everything in between. We're locally business based out of Des Plaines and recently moved to Algonquin about a year and a half ago. Yeah, so we've joined a couple different networking groups, kind of trying to find our niche and stuff. For us specifically, I had been working with Facebook for a really long time to help another avenue of business and marketing, right? And failed multiple times. And the businesses that I found working with different networking groups were just not the same as what I found with Prime Power Partners. When it came to dedication, devotion towards us, there's a very clear difference between the two. We did have a lot of other networking groups that we did try, BNI groups as well. First meeting with Prime Power Partners was in FNBO Bank down in the basement, and it was in person. It was exciting. You saw a lot of collaboration. It was a little intimidating to start off with. The reason it was intimidating for us is because the collaboration between how the networking group was running, how it was structured, the people that were involved in there were so different than anything we've experienced before. Looking at small business owners, actually talking, communicating, laughing, having a good time. But then when you got into the nitty gritty of what was the content around what Prime Power Partners really provided was more than just, hey, we're gonna tag you on Facebook and call it a day. Right. It was business development. It was business aptitude for business owners that have been in business for 30 years that I really stuck with and really kind of just pronounced to us as a better way of doing things, and an area that we just haven't even untouched, right? So I had talked to a couple of the members that were in there and just seen what the return on investment was in terms of the cost of joining the Prime Power Partners versus what they got in return out of it. And not only was it was total cost, right? So I don't look at like money, hey, I'm dumping money into it. I'm looking at an investment as me as a person, me as a business owner, me as a leader, as a developer in our business, right? Every day we should be making our business better. And what I found is that there was a genuine help. They cared about our business. They cared about how to make it better. They were interested in what we were doing. And on top of that, they used us all the time. So they were calling us right away, like, hey, we need your help with this. And we got feedback that they enjoyed us and had a really good time. So it was really not a hard decision for us because it can be intimidating, but the people that are there are so friendly and opening and warming that once you make that initial phone call and get to know somebody, I can personally tell you every single one of these guys in our group and girls how awesome each one of them are. It's crazy, 100%. I think to put a monetary number on there would shock some people, but I can tell you that we opened up a marketing division that had never been able to hit, and mainly Facebook when it comes down to being able to market properly, understand how to get back. It actually tuned in a lot of the introverts that are in this world for our clientele that don't want to make phone calls to us. They want to message us on Facebook. They want to message us on Instagram and Twitter and everything else, that we're able to listen to other business owners as they've already gone through that process. So I take that value into what they say, use it for our business, and then be able to say, hey, is this the right fit for our business? But it's like having little mini consultants all the way around in different entities of where they are in their business structure to be able to really use that for a correct business decision. I can tell you I've made less business mistakes in the last year. I've wasted less money. I've made more profit. I've built relationships, and I've tailored my structure around how our business runs every day to the utmost aptitude. Honestly, it's amazing. It's crazy. So my advice to somebody that's joining Prime Power Partners and sitting in, you get in what you give out, right? So you can't sit in the back and be quiet. You need to ask questions, and you need to ask the hard questions. This is the group that you should feel comfortable with, asking that hard question about, hey, I'm stuck. I'm about to run out of money. I'm stuck in a process or a procedure or a organization or an operations level. I need help. And whether that's in the group, which becomes awesome, by the way, because if you ask that question to the group really does take over, and you have different points of people's business, whether they've been in business for 30 years or they've been in business for a year. You get this really cool different ideas from different people, and you start to realize there's different meshing and different personalities that kind of click, and you start to hit those kind of business development conversations with your business, which helps as well. So Don't be shy, have conversations. We want to hear your voice. There's leaders inside the group. Those leaders in the group are always, there to help. But at the same time, every member in our group is so interactive that you need to be interactive. So my advice is don't hang back in a corner. You're going to miss a really big opportunity, and you're going to miss some really good conversation that other businesses might be having as well, that you just don't know that. You'd be surprised at how many people have the same problems in business. If you don't talk about it, they already might have that solution, and it's just sitting out there, and nobody's going to talk about it. So you're not going to actually get it fixed because you're not asking the questions. Right. Ask the questions. No questions dumb. We all got into business for different reasons, and you got to take that pride out, because you're too prideful. You're going to miss a whole bunch of money for yourself and a whole bunch of money for your team. You're going to miss client experiences, and nobody wants to do that.